Now to a rare glimpse inside the secret world of India's Maoist rebellion. The Indian government refers to the Maoists, or Naxalites as they're known, as the country's biggest internal security threat. Just this week, the rebels killed 15 more police. Until now, little was known of how the Maoists live and train. But tonight, we enter their hidden jungle camps with this special report narrated by Dateline's Vicky Strobel.
We are travelling deep into the jungle of Dantakaranya in the heart of India. Hiding in this remote forest is a little-known, highly organised Maoist guerrilla army, at war with the Indian state for over 40 years. Rebel commander Samaya guides us to a secret campsite.
गुरिल्ला जोन है पूरा अपना साथी रहते हम अपना जनता सरकार भी है इधर.
Samaya's platoon is just one of many. There are thousands of men and women concealed in this forest, fighting what they call India's corruption and injustice. War-weary Samaya tells me that only a revolution can bring about a more just society.
मैं भी छोटा से सोच रहा था मैं इधर जाता हूँ ऐसा लड़ाई करने के लिए जाता हूँ करके मैं छोटा गांव में इतना जमींदार था वो जमींदार पूरा गांव वालों को दरदमका करते थे वो क्यों ऐसा करना करके मैं इनको यहाँ से भगा देता हूँ.
The Naxalite movement started in 1967 when the villagers of Naxalbari in the state of West Bengal rebelled against local landowners. Now the 20,000-strong Naxalite insurgency reaches from northern to southern India in an area known as the Red Corridor. It contains some of India's most underdeveloped land and its poorest people.
काम मतलब यहाँ अपना जनता का कामकाज में शामिल होना कृषि में वो काम भी शामिल होता है प्लाटून नहीं तो दुश्मन आ रहा करके खबर सुन के दुश्मन के साथ लड़ने के लिए उधर भी जाना पड़ता.
For safety, the rebels never stay in one place for long. Samaya and his platoon soon continue their trek to a local Maoist headquarters, walking for hours through dense and hostile forest. Their detailed knowledge of the jungle enables them to avoid police patrols. This camp is home to about 60 rebels. The soldiers salute each other with Lal Salam, the red salute. These young men and women, most no older than 24, are considered terrorists by India's government. Many have already killed for their cause. Karuna is 22. She would only agree to speak to us if we hid her face. The rebels regularly attack police stations to steal their weapons. Manoj is in charge of training for the raids.
अब हम बीमारी वालों को छोड़ते हैं और बीमारी को छोड़कर सब जन करते हैं और कौन कौन गांव में जाते हैं काम तरफ उनको भी छोड़ते हैं अगर यहाँ रहने वाले अच्छा रहने वाले सब जन करते हैं उसको अपन का शरीर को अच्छा करना है अगर उस शरीर को अच्छा करके हमारा शरीर मजबूत रहना है और हमारा चलने का भी बहुत रहता है इसलिए हम उसको करते हैं रोज.
In the afternoon, the rebels get to relax. They make use of the time to learn how to read and write and study the communist doctrine.
लेनिन, एंगल्स, माओ, स्टालिन इन चारों पांचों हमारा जनता का नेता है.
The army and the police rarely enter this Maoist stronghold, and if a government informer dared to come here, he'd be killed immediately. It's dinner time, and everyone takes turns cooking. Within the Maoist ranks, equality is strictly practiced. In a country where the caste system remains strong, this fraternity is a drawcard for young people. It gives them the strength to leave their families. But once they've joined the Naxalites, they know there's no going back. In the morning, after getting rid of an unexpected visitor, the rebels gather people from the nearby jungle villages to hear their complaints against the government. The lack of basic health care has meant the Naxalites now provide much-needed medical support in an area where malaria is endemic. The Maoists' cultural brigade has organized a show for the villagers to spread the Naxalite propaganda, teaching farmers about their rights to claim their land.
से देखे तो बहुत फर्क आया है. तभी हम अगर सांस्कृतिक टीम लेकर गांव में जाते हैं तो लोग आते हैं अच्छी तरीके से सुनते हैं.
This is part of what the Maoists are fighting against. Multinational mining companies who operate in the state of Chhattisgarh, home to Dantakaranya forest. Sudha Bharadwaj is a lawyer and human rights activist.
Rich land and poor people. I think that sums up Chhattisgarh. What we're seeing is basically an enormous loot of resources. Of course, mineral resources and also an unprecedented land grab.
In 2005, the Indian government launched Operation Green Hunt arming civilians to fight the Maoist movement.
Recently, this Operation Green Hunt, which has been launched in the tribal areas, it is leading to a militarization all over the state, and even in areas which are nowhere Naxal areas.
Fearing the Maoists' revenge, thousands of these civilians now live in camps surrounded by barbed wire.
Now, if you say that everybody who's in the forest and who's not in the camp is therefore an outlaw, is an insurgent, and you feel that it is perfectly legitimate to declare war on that person, this is going to have catastrophic humanitarian consequences.
Police, who unlike the Maoists don't wear uniforms, patrol the perimeter of the camps. They can't always differentiate villagers from the Maoists and are accused of rapes, murders and executions against civilians. We meet Subham. He fled his home after 7 villagers were killed by police. Thousands of others have also fled the region. The exodus has galvanized the Maoists' belief that the government's action is a way of hiding its real objective: to evict villagers in order to free the land for mining companies. In Commander Samaya's camp, rebels are listening to the news in Hindi. Radio is their only link to the urbanized India they're fighting. The news is bad. Chances for a truce are low. New Delhi won't negotiate with those it calls terrorists. Suddenly, the camp needs to be cleared. A Maoist messenger has just brought the order to evacuate. The squad hurries and packs up. Before heading off, the rebels sing their goodbye song.
Lal salam, lal salam, lal salam, जाने वाले साथियों को लल सलाम, फिर मिलेंगे साथी जंग मैदान में, फिर मिलेंगे. Down.
Samaya goes ahead to secure a safe exit for the rest of the group.
वो सिग्नल वो 2 जन के भेज दे, अभी भेजते वहां से करके वो कुछ नहीं बोल के और सिग्नल देता फिर सकी निकाल उठा मेरे में जम्मे वो अरे जम्मे और सुधा है ना मेरे नेट पे ये और सुधा है नहीं ले इधर में रहना.
The rebels' agility in the jungle is a clear advantage.
इधर मोर सुधा है ना इधर बोर मंतोर बाता इन्हें बोरे मंतोर या बाता खावात से गंज मंजू इधर मंजूरी सी वो सुधा है ना मना इधर मेरे नहीं हो.
The Indian government hopes to regain control. But so far, it's the rebels who've been gaining momentum. And their determination is undeterred.
डरने का बात नहीं, ये वर्ग संघर्ष है, डरने का बात नहीं. कभी भी जान देने के कोई हमारा दिमाग दिल में है, वो देने के लिए हम तैयार हैं, लड़ने के लिए हम तैयार हैं.
And you can find out more about the Maoists and the history of their violent struggle on our website.